Chase here from Alsace Americana. I'm going to do a bricklaying demo today. Show you a little bit about bond. These are Glengarry modulars. The way that they're made to lay out is they make 8 inches with the joint. So you lay out your corner, you come off, and then as you're counting your brick, you should really be counting 8 inches, even though the brick itself is 7 5/8. So we have our first course down, our layout course. A lot of different ways you could do this. Like what I did before is I laid the brick out dry. I come across, establish the sizes that I want. Sometimes I take a square, just make sure that we're running, especially if it's steps on a stoop, corners on a fireplace, a freestanding wall. You want to make sure that your brick are modular and you keep everything square. How you do that, another way, take your tape measure, come across the front, we're right on 48, and then you come into the back here, make sure you're right on the same number. This way, you know your brick on the sides are not facing out or kicked in. I see a lot of different guys. Me, I take my half, take my hammer. That's you're gonna be what's facing out. So that's gonna be the half for the backside. I snap them with a brick hammer. On the exposed face, you're using the factory edge anyway. If you have an oddball cut, say you don't have a full brick, or you have a small piece in the back, you can go to any big box store, mason yard, local to you, pick up a diamond blade. I recommend that you cut wet, don't breathe the dust in, and you can make a brick any size that you want. Doesn't matter whether it's a 1-inch piece or a 7-inch piece. All right, so laying the next course, putting the cross drain on. I like giving the brick a little smear, and then I put my cross drain on. I'm right in, and I just bed it down. I get it closed. Now I've been doing this for a long time, so brick joints, to me, I can do it by eye, but you're shooting for 3/8 to a 1/2 inch down there, so when you strike it up, it all looks nominal. So these brick 3/8 is what you're shooting for. And always remember, when you're picking up your brick, you should be dipping your trowel in the mortar, and it makes you a better bricklayer, known as a pick and dip method. So when you're striking up, you start with all your cross joints first. A Marshalltown joiner. And you come back from the corner, you pull into your brickwork. So a couple of basic tools you need: your brick trowel, your brick joiner. I have a couple of different slickers here, just like in case you miss something, you need a slicker to fill it in. Another important thing when you're laying brick, even though they're brand new brick from the supplier, you got to watch out for chips and cracks and blemishes. So before you're laying your brick, you're always looking at the face to make sure that it's perfect.